Hi guys, and welcome to another Bootstrap 4 tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, yesterday we just built this little page demonstrating some of these interesting text shadow effects here. And today, let's have a go at doing this animated text that we've got going on here. It's pretty eye-catching. It's a little more complex than what we did yesterday. But it is kind of fun, and like I say, it's very eye-catching, so you might want to use it in one of your sites. So let's get started. Okay, I found this on CodePen. Caesar C kindly put it up there for us. I'll drop this link below the video so you can use this code. Now there's a couple of things about it. Like I say, it's a little more complex than what we were doing yesterday. The HTML is written as pug, so I'm going to actually convert that back to regular HTML. And the CSS is written as SCSS, so I'm going to convert that back to regular CSS too. Now, like I say, this is what we did yesterday. If you want to find out how to do that, have a look at yesterday's video. I'll put that link below as well, and it'll show you how to set up this page. And we're just going to continue on from there. So let's open our Brackets software here. Brackets is a free text editor. You can download it from a link below this video also. And here's that last section we built yesterday. So I'm just going to copy that over. And paste it below, so we've got a new section here. I'm going to get rid of what's actually in between the two divs there, because this is where we're going to insert the HTML we need for that animated text. Hit Ctrl S to save that. That's saved. Okay, so if we go to CodePen and have a look at this text, like I say, that's written as pug, and I'm going to select it all. I'm going to copy it, Ctrl C, and I'm going to go to this URL, which I'll put below, pughtml.com. I'm going to paste in my HTML here. And it's output, or I should say I pasted in the pug there, and it's output the HTML on this side here. So I want to copy that. Control C once I've got it selected, and let's paste that in between our two divs here where we just replaced that. There we go. Now it's kind of all grouped together there, so I'm going to split it up a bit. Symbol, there's the text, there's the closing text. You don't have to do this. I'm just doing this purely to make it easier to read and see. After every closing tag, there's an opening tag, and I'm just splitting it up after the closing tag there. There we go. That sort of breaks it down into its elements there. Let's do a quick save on that. Control S. It's not going to look like anything at the moment, but that's the old page. Open the new page. At the moment, there's not going to be a lot down there. That's all you're going to see. We just put in the HTML at the moment. So let's go back to the CodePen site here, and let's grab this SCSS code right here, top to bottom. I'll make sure I did get all of that. Control C to copy, and we'll go to this URL here, cssportal.com, and you can paste your SCSS code in here. And again, I'll put this link below the video so you've got it. Hit the compile button, and it's output the CSS code for us nicely down here. So I'm just going to right click, copy that, go back to our bracket software, and we've been building with our an on-page CSS here. You may have a separate file for your CSS, but this is the way we've been going for this particular demonstration here. So I've just pasted that in there, Control V. I'm going to select it, just tidy it up a little bit. I'm not going to go through all this, there's a fair bit of CSS here, but we're going to want to change a few things. Here it's importing the fonts from Google that we're actually using for it. And if I go down here, here's some other styles that most of these we don't actually need. We'll keep the background color and size, but instead I'm going to get rid of the HTML body because that's going to affect the whole page if I leave that there. And the body I'm going to change to a different name. Just call it SYN. Make it a class, so it's .syn. Okay. We want to take the absolute off that SVG, which is the actual text that we've got going on there, else it'll push it over to one side. Width and height, that should be fine. Okay, and because I've changed that now to a class, instead of whatever it was before, I think it was body, we need to create that class so it knows where to put it. So let's have a look here. Okay. Got a div with the class starter template here. I'm just going to add that SYN, that class, new class that we created, to that, so it's incorporating our whole SVG here. So let's save that. I know we're going to have to do something to the background of this section, but that's fine. So let's hit Control S, go back to the site, and see what we've actually got here now. Scroll down to it and do a refresh. Okay, that's pretty much what we wanted, but we want the whole section to be this color. And let's change the writing to something that we want rather than the generic. I'll put in my company name. So let's go back to our bracket software. And if we go down here, look across here, there it says Interstellar. You can write in exactly what you want. I don't know if I want to make that all caps. Was it? I think it was all capitalized anyway. Yeah, uppercase text transfer, that's fine. So let's save that. Control S. Refresh. There we go. And like I say, you can put in anything you want as long as it's going to fit within your window there, which is fine. So all we need to do now is just make that section the same color as this. So yesterday we created a couple of classes or IDs for our section. We had a blue one and a grey one. Let's create another one and call it BLK. It's not quite black, so I won't call it black, but it's almost black because it's 111 that color, which is pretty close to black. So I'm going to copy the ID, hashtag ID dot class. I'm going to copy the ID and just create another one quickly. And I'll call this one BLK for black. Although I said it's not quite black. 111. And you may wonder why I'm putting 111 in there. Well, if we look down at that CSS that we copied just now, the background color behind that is 111. So I'm just matching that color there with our new CSS ID. Okay, so BLK is 111. Let's go down. Here we are. Here's our section. Now let's give it that ID. You can use a class if you want to. With sections, I tend to use IDs, as I explained yesterday, in case I want to link to them and anchor to them. So it was BLK. So that section, that whole section now has got the ID of BLK that we've told to be hashtag 111, which is almost black. So let's save that, Control S, back to the site. Refresh. That should be full width now. There we go. So like I say, that was a little more complex than we had going on yesterday with these text shadows here. But it's pretty easy to do. And like I say, you just have to use these little compilers, SCSS to CSS, and also the pug to regular HTML. Great little tools out there on the web for you to use. Thanks once again to Caesar C for supplying this code in the first place. And like I say, all these links will be below this video here. So there you have it. There's a bit of interesting animated text for you. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're interested in web development, take a look down below. We've got some great free courses, as well as some premium courses with some huge discounts for our YouTube subscribers. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.